Hello, fifth year students, how are you? I hope you're fine. Okay, I find this way as the best for you to at least understand the activities you have to do for me to being able to explain. Don't worry if you don't understand English so well, because then I will explain it in Spanish. Okay, the first activity you have to do, it has to do with a reading, okay? You have to read this text, okay? And before you read, you have to answer these questions. As you can't make groups because you are at home, answer them with what you know or with your opinion. The same here with the, okay? It says speak and work in pairs. You can't do it in pairs, so do it on your own. Exercises B and C has to do with this, okay? You have to read it, answer this question, and then you have to read it and you have to write the name of the blogger because the text it's about blogs and bloggers, okay? Well, regarding this other part, okay, it has to do with this part with a bit of grammar, but it's easy. You should remember it. It's present simple. Present simple, remember that it's used for routines and habits, things that you usually do, okay? Well, and here you have the frequency words, okay? The frequency words. So it says, for example, always, usually, often, sometimes, never, hardly ever, okay? So what you have to do is to complete with other ones that I will put them in the file, and then you will complete with them, okay? Because this activity has to do with the listening, but we don't have the listenings, so don't worry. I will do it easier for you. And then you have to complete with these frequency words here. You have, for example, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. What it's important for us to remember is that all the adverbs of frequency, like always, usually, often, sometimes, never, hardly ever, and so on, okay, they always go between the person, the subject, and the verb. Okay, for example, I say, I always go to school by bike. I usually study at home very late, okay? And the other ones, the ones in next, for example, once a week, twice a day, once a month, okay, goes at the end of the sentence or at the beginning. For example, I play tennis twice a week, or twice a week, comma, I play tennis, okay? But they never go between the subject and the verb, okay? Well, exercise E, you just have to choose the correct option to complete the rules, let's say. And I add another exercise which says writing. Write a paragraph talking about a blog or website you would like to have. You have to imagine that you are going to start a blog. It could be with a friend, and you have to tell me what is it going to be about, why do you like it, why did you choose a blog about, I don't know, dogs or animals or protecting animals, for example. You have to give examples of interesting things you could post about, and you have to talk about your audience, what type of people would enjoy your blog and why, okay? So that's what you have to do. It's not so difficult, okay? And don't worry for these exercises because I would put the words mixed up so that it's you just have to complete. Remember, please, to send it in a Word file, okay? Because if not, I can't correct. And you don't have to write all the, let's say, the consigna, what you have to do. You just write the answers, but please be careful. For example, you write reading A, 1, and you answer 2, and your answer, and so on, okay? Bueno, chicos, a ver, que no me entendió bien. No es muy complicada la tarea. A ver, ¿qué tenemos que hacer? Las primeras se basan en esta lectura, ¿sí? Bien, que habla sobre blogs, sobre bloggers, sobre personas que tienen blogs y demás. Bueno, ¿qué es lo que tienen que hacer? Primero tienen que contestar estas 3 preguntas. Tanto el ejercicio A como el ejercicio B, ¿sí? Que dice working groups, working pairs, ustedes no pueden trabajar ni en grupos ni en parejas, no importa. Lo hacen individual sobre su opinión, ¿sí? El B y el C tienen que leer el texto para resolverlo, ¿sí? Acá tienen que escribir los nombres de los bloggers y acá tienen que contestar esta pregunta. Y después lo que tenemos que hacer acá de gramática es un repaso de frases de frecuencia y adverbios de frecuencia, ¿sí? Que las usamos para el presente simple, acuérdense. Por ejemplo, always, usually, often, sometimes, never, que recuerden que siempre van entre la persona y el verbo, ¿sí? En cambio, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, esas van o al principio o al final de la oración, ¿sí? Bien. El presente simple, recuerden que lo usamos para rutinas, hábitos, como les dije, cosas que hacemos todos los días, ¿sí? Como este ejercicio está enlazado con el B y el A, y por supuesto que no tenemos los audios, no importa. Yo se las voy a escribir desordenadas y ustedes van a tener que escribirlas. Y después les agregué un ejercicio, que es cortito, que tienen que hacer de cuenta que ustedes van a crear su propio blog y me tienen que contar de qué va a tratar, por qué eligieron ese tema, por qué les gusta, ¿sí? Ejemplos de cosas que les gustaría postear, ¿sí? Y su audiencia, a quién va a estar dirigido el blog, ¿sí? Bueno, espero que me hayan entendido. Igualmente saben que cualquier duda que tengan me escriben por Classroom y espero que esto acabe pronto. Pero bueno, creo que una manera de que por lo menos me vean y les explique de una forma más dinámica que escribirles todo está bueno. Así que bueno, estamos en contacto, chicos. Nos vemos.